So hello everyone, welcome to another lecture series on power electronic converters, and in this video we'll be seeing about series and parallel operation of a thyristor or an SRC. So why do we need series and parallel operation of thyristor? We already know that the thyristor is having a high current and voltage rating. We saw that the thyristor has highest power handling capacity with 5000 volt and 6000 amperes. Okay. So why do we need series and parallel operation of SCR? Why SCR should be connected in series or in parallel? Actually, SCR must be connected in series and parallel to withstand the voltage and current capabilities factor. So if we connect SCR in series, we want the SCR to manage high voltage, and if we want SCR to manage high current, we can connect the SCR in parallel. So connection of SCR in series and parallel is an important concept in power electronic converters. So the main thing we need to know in this series parallel operation is what is string efficiency. Actually, we can connect many number of SCRs in series or in parallel, but what is the string efficiency? How effectively the SCR is used? Okay, so why do we need string efficiency is because for any operation, be it SCR, be it a motor or a generator, we need it to operate at optimum or high efficiency. So we need to calculate the string efficiency of an SCR. Whenever the SCR is connected in series or in parallel or series and parallel combination, then we call that as a string. So it is essential to calculate whether the string will work in an effective manner or not. So the string efficiency calculation formula is nothing but the actual voltage or actual current of the SCR divided by the number of SCRs into the voltage and current rating of the SCR. So you need to know the difference between actual voltage and current rating and normal voltage and current rating. So the actual voltage and current rating will be given in the question. So like that, what I am saying is that is the operating voltage or current. Okay, and this voltage and current rating of one SCR is the rating of the SCR. If the SCR is rated at 60 voltage and the actual voltage which is given is like 240, and how many SCR we need means we need 3 to 4 SCR for optimum operation. That is, the string efficiency should be maximum. Next is derating factor. The derating factor is also one of the most important keywords in series and parallel operation. The derating factor is nothing but 1 minus string efficiency. The more the derating factor, the higher the reliability of the SCR. Yes, you heard correctly. If the derating factor is very high, then the string efficiency will be low, but the reliability of the SCR will increase. So this is the series connection of the SCR and this is the parallel connection of the SCR. In series connection, we can see if 1200 voltage is applied, then it is shared between two SCRs as 600 volt and 600 volt. Similarly, in parallel connection, if 80 amperes is given, then the current is shared between two SCRs as 40 amperes and 40 amperes. This is when the SCR is actually operating at ideal condition. But in practicality, this the voltage across this SCR and this SCR and the current across this SCR and this SCR may not be equal. That is, what I am saying is, when you apply 1200, this might be 700 and this might be 500. So there might be some variation. Similarly, if you apply 80 amperes, this might be 30 amperes and this might be 50 amperes. So there might be some variations. So in ideal conditions, this would be what happens in a SCR, but in practicality, the voltage and currents may not be same in both the SCRs. So this graph clearly shows that even if two thyristors are connected in series or in parallel have the same characteristics, that is same rating, then also it will have different characteristics. So why I am saying this is, this graph clearly explains, if two thyristor of same rating is connected in series or parallel, then you can see that there is a difference in breakover voltage. So why this difference in breakover voltage is because of the voltage that is applied on the SCR. I have already told you that in practicality, the voltage across this SCR and the voltage across this SCR may not be same. Okay, so because of this, the forward breakover voltage also changes, and one SCR might start conducting before the next SCR starts to conduct. So but from this graph we clearly understand that even if two SCR have the same rating, same current, same voltage rating produced from the same manufacturer, then also it will have different characteristics. So this is very important point to note in series and parallel operation of an SCR. So this is another graph which shows this. Even if two SCRs are having the same rating, then you can see that the reverse recovery current of the SCR differs. So for SCR1 T1, this is the reverse recovery current, but for the SCR2, this is the reverse recovery current. So what problem might occur if the SCR or there is a delay in reverse recovery current, or if there is a delay in breakover voltage? So let me explain you what problem might occur with this diagram. So now consider this SCR has a rating of 600 and this SCR also has a rating of 600. I am talking about rating, not the voltage across the SCR. Now let us say if we apply a voltage of 1200, which is the supply voltage. Let us consider 1200 as the supply voltage. Now if gate pulse is given to both the SCRs, okay, so we know that here there is a drop of 600 volt and here is a drop of 600 volt. As we have seen, since the breakover voltage of the SCR differs, then one SCR will start to conduct before the next SCR starts to conduct. So because of this, what happens is, sometimes this T1 starts to conduct quickly. So the entire voltage, that is 1200 voltage, is applied on T2, but the rating of T2 is only 600. So in that case, the SCR might get damaged. Similarly, if we want to commutate, that is, if you want to switch off an SCR, if let us say that the SCR T1 gets switched off quickly, then SCR T2. So like in this graph, so we see that SCR T1 gets switched off. So what happens is, the entire 1200 voltage will be applied on SCR T1. So this is the problem, but the rating is only 600. In this condition, the SCR T1 might get damaged. So we need proper circuits, equalizing circuits, in which we'll not bring very close, but we'll try to nullify this difference in operation. Okay, that is the difference in breakover voltage or the difference in reverse recovery characteristics. So for that we used static equalizing circuit. So what happens is, across each SCR that is connected in series, we will connect a resistor, so that there will be equal current and equal voltage across the SCR. The resistors are all of same value and it is connected across the SCR. So this circuit is known as static equalizing circuit. Okay, this is used to provide equal voltage drop across each of the SCR. Okay, next is dynamic equalizing circuit. In this circuit, across each SCR there is a diode which is connected with a resistor and a capacitor, like this circuit. So what this does is, it reduces the reverse recovery rate, and also it provides equal voltage drop across the SCR. So it ensures both. So static equalizing circuit and dynamic equalizing circuit both should be used when SCR is used in series or in parallel condition. So this is the diagram of parallel operation of SCR, where SCRs are connected in parallel, and this parallel operation of SCR is mainly used for withstanding the current rating. That is, when more current is required for operation than the rated current of the SCR, then we use SCRs in parallel. So with this, we have come to an end of this video regarding series and parallel operation of an SCR. So I hope you understood what is series and parallel operation and why do we need series and parallel operation, and what is string efficiency and DRF. So in the next video lecture, we'll be seeing about rating of an SCR, different kinds of ratings of SCR. So I hope to meet you in the next video. Thank you everyone and keep learning.